Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Vlogging with Shay. I have to admit, I've been very busy lately, so I haven't really been vlogging as much as I used to. The traffic pattern has changed, so I have to kind of leave a little earlier than I used to in the morning. I used to do this before I go to work in the morning, but I found that I have to make some adjustments, and I'm going to have to make more adjustments so that I can get to talk to you guys before I get out of here. Anyway, I just had to talk about my week. Um, I applied the slight edge principle in my business very hard this week. And when I say very hard, I really focused on doing it. Some of you may or may not know that I have a part-time gig that I do, and it's not a regular job. It's online marketing, how I got started, and offline marketing now. And this is really geared to my offline marketing that I'm doing right now. And how I got started is, it started really maybe 6 years ago. I always say 3 or 4 years, but really, honestly, it started 6 years ago when I did my album, and I was trying to get it out there. Maybe even longer than that. I was trying to get it out there, and maybe it was more like 8 years. Time goes by so fast. And I tried to get it promoted and stuff like that. So I started looking online and working with some people online, and that's kind of how I started this whole online thing. And then I started to see that people were making money online, so I started investigating that, and then it opened up a whole new world of marketing, something of which I didn't think that I would ever be good at. So for the people who may be listening to this and say, I'm not any good at this, don't sell yourself short. You might be better than you think. It's not as hard as you think. There are a couple of myths out there that about marketing in general, whether it's online or offline network or MLMs or whatever, that this is just a money-making scheme and pyramid scheme and all these other schemes, in which and honestly is not. Just being a part of this world for some time now, I can honestly say it is absolutely not any kind of scheme. Of course, there are going to be people out there who's going to try to swindle you. That's the way of the world. There are always going to be scam artists out there trying to go after the money. Me personally, I enjoy it because I get to stay in contact with people. I'm passionate about whatever it is I'm doing. I cannot stand behind a product just for the money's sake. I will never ever get into a business or a prospect or a project just for the money alone. I have to feel a connection to the product. I have to feel passionate about what I'm doing so that it shines through in every aspect. But today I'm going to really just talk about the slight edge principle with my offline marketing, which I do with Nerium International and Nerium AD as the product. It comes with a book from Jeff Olson, who is the CEO of the company, and the book is called The Slight Edge Principle. And I don't know if you've ever read that book, but if you are doing any kind of anything, it doesn't even matter if it's marketing or not, anything to improve your life, get that book. It is the most awesome book ever. And it just talks about doing slight things every day towards a goal, like meeting a specific goal in your life, no matter what it is, whether you want to be a singer, dancer, an athlete, whatever. You want to sell chewing gum, it doesn't matter. When you do the slight edge principles, that means something every day towards that goal, you'll eventually reach it. And a lot of people don't apply this principle, and thereby feel like they can't complete a task or complete a mission in their lives. Unfortunately, that happens to most of us. But I applied it this week in my offline business. I just made a decision that I'm just going to talk to anybody. It doesn't matter who it was. It could be people I know, could be people I don't know. I applied, just applied it, like just decided that I would talk to 1 or 2 people a day. And I did talk to them, and it was one of the best experiences that I had this week, is actually meeting new people. I think out of the 12 or 13, 14 people that I spoke to this week, 6 of them were people I just never met before. Now, I'm living in New York, and a lot of people think that New Yorkers are snubs and they're mean and they don't talk to nobody. And, you know, yes, some of that does happen, but that is not altogether true. We have some really nice and awesome people. I met this woman named Frida yesterday. We were just walking. I was walking back to my job, my location, which was Staten Island Ferry. She was going to take the ferry. We just got into a conversation about the weather, and then it ended up that I was able to share with her about Miriam. And she was very excited once she was ready to get on the boat. Earlier this week, I talked to 4 guys who are helicopter people who you know, try to get people to go on the helicopter ride in New York City. They have a helicopter ride near where I work, and they were there handing out pamphlets and getting people to sign up. And I'm going to wrap this up real quick. But what happened was they decided to, one of them started talking to me, and I, you know, started to talk back, and, you know, and one thing led to another, and I got 4 of their emails and 4 of their phone numbers, and I contacted all 4 of them. But one of the 4 people actually watched the video that I sent him from my back office. And doing the Slight Principle every single day actually got a really hot lead. I actually got 2. Frida was really hot. I got a couple of, I would say 4 hot leads out of the maybe 12 or 13 people that I spoke to, and that's pretty good. This one actually did something more, went further than most people. So I got an email from him last night, and I'm going to share my screen and show you. And I'll just share my screen right now so I can just talk with you while I am sharing it. So let's see. Wait, hold on. I didn't do that right. I always do this sharing screen wrong. Let's do it. Let's try it again. There we go. So now we're sharing the screen, and I put this on. All right. So here's my email. His name is Gary Bell, and I'll just share the conversation that we had last night. As you can see, I was up late, 12:30. So this is the video I shared with him, with Miriam AD. And he said, "Hey, Sharon." And I responded back, and I said, "Hi, Gary, how's everything? Let me know what you think about the information I sent you." And he said, "I think it's great." And I said, "Well, we can do a 3-way with the East Coast project manager, my really good friend. Let me know when you are available, and we can set it up." So you can see that right here in front of you in black and white, that my efforts was not in vain. I applied the principles, and I actually got someone who's very interested. This morning, as I was brushing my teeth, he called me. The prospect called me. You know that's unusual, right? That's not the usual. And it was really after I even said a word of prayer to the Lord and said, "You know, I want you to bless my business this week." I've also included my God and my Savior in my business, and I say, "God, you know, today's going to be a good day because I'm going to do some stuff, and you're going to bless it if you so choose to." And I asked him to bless it, and right like maybe 5 minutes after I said that, the phone rang, and Mr. Bell was on the phone. He said, "Hi, Sharon." I said, "Hello. I'll come back to you now because I'm done with this screen so I can talk to you face to face, and then I'll wrap this thing up." So he was like, "Hi, Sharon," and I said, "Hi, Gary, how are you?" And he said, "I'm doing good." He says, "I'm really interested in hearing about this product. What is the next step?" And I told him that we could do a 3-way with my East Coast project manager, and we're going to try to set that up. So Jason, if you've seen this video, yeah, we're going to set that up at 3 o'clock. And that's it, guys. I just want to let you know that this kind of stuff isn't anything that's really that hard. It's not that, you know, challenging as people might want to do. Maybe your job is even much more challenging and stressful than this is. I had a lot of fun this week just talking to people and sharing something I'm really passionate about. You know, I'm really passionate about this company because it takes care. It was born out of them trying to find a cure for skin cancer. Both my parents died of cancer, and I have a heart for that kind of stuff. So, you know, even though I was not all in or interested in doing any offline marketing whatsoever in the beginning, I've grown to love this company and grown to love the people and the atmosphere and the culture of this company. And most of all, I love sharing it with people. It's all about really getting the real results. I'm going to say this one last thing, and then I'm going to leave you guys alone because I don't want you guys to be on here too long. I shared it with a friend of mine, and one of the things that I'm noticing when I share the bottle with people and give them like a trial date of 7 or 5 days. Sometimes I give them for 7 days, especially if it's on the weekend and stuff like that. I'm not going to see them till next week. We're all excited to see their results from this particular product, and I find myself always really excited to see how their results will come out. And this lady was hugging the bottle. It was so funny. Well, anyway, that's really a joy that I get, that people will hug the bottle, people will look at the bottle and see it as a really good asset to their lives. And just wanted to shoot this video and let you guys know about my week. Apply the Slight Edge principle. Get the book from Jeff Olson, or join me and Miriam and get the book for free. But in any case, do the slight principle, whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's MLM. It doesn't matter if you're just eating lunch. You know, this will apply to life. It's a life lesson. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next vlog.